the same. I mean, it should be like all.
Now.
但是也别拿着吧。
Like this is better.
我看看啊，我觉得是这样，要不然这样，你把这个东西拿掉了，你把这个拿掉，把这个拿走，把这个拿走，把这边。这样就好，对不对？这个往这边。Wow, it's almost 700 people, and yes, we can get started. So today we have 6 announcements for today. So we have waited for so long before we start TRON updates because recently we are all busy for building a better TRON network. So finally I feel confident we can update with community a lot of the updates and the announcements we have been doing for the past 2019. So I would like to update you about what's gonna happen in 2020 and also Q4, basically Q4 2019. So we have 6 announcements today, and every single one of them is extremely important. So you need to pay attention to the live streaming today. So all the announcement is very important. So first of all, let's go with the first one. The first announcement is the TIP. Let me see. So basically, TRON protocol will release version 3.6.5. So basically, we have a new update. Why this update is very important? Because we have an update of TIP 53. In the TIP 53, we will change TRON protocol from depots, basically delegate proof of stake, to hybrid delegate proof of stake and proof of stake. So basically from depots to hybrid depots and the POS, which means we will have a TRON partner incentive project. So before that, the TRON ecosystem only have SR, where everybody knows is called super representative. We will change to super representative plus TRON partners. And we will have a new rewards called the TRON partners vote rewards, which means for each block, the most voted 127 nodes will receive TRX reward in proportion to the votes they get. The total reward for one block is 160 TRX, which each TRON partners will receive their votes divided total votes multiply 160 TRX, which will give every TRON partners a better reward and increase the freeze TRX in the total pool. So basically, we also optimize the way people can receive TRX rewards. Before that, if you vote for SR, you need to get rewards from SR itself. But in the future, all the rewards will be automatically distributed to the voters. So it's very easier for you to freeze TRX to get rewards. And also the same time, because we have more SRs and TRON partners in the future. It's easier for you to vote for any TRON partners and SRs to get TRX reward. And we are also encourage all the exchanges, wallets, and other partners from the world to participate in the TRX staking system. Right now, we only have 27 super representatives. By future, we will have 127 TRON partners in the whole ecosystem. Of course, the top 27 super representatives will still remain the same. They will vote for all the TIP plans, but at the same time, we will have 100 more partners will participate in the TRON ecosystem. We expected to have more exchanges and more wallets and more partners on board to support TRX ecosystem. Right now, we have 8 billion TRX freeze in TRX pool, and we expected to have 20 billion TRX freeze after we implement TIP 53, because most of the users can easier to freeze their TRX to get rewards. I expected lots of the biggest exchange in the world right now store a large amount of the TRX will participate in TRX reward system, which means they will freeze their TRX to get reward. So that's why I believe this will have a huge impact, good impact on the TRON ecosystem. And it is also easier for the exchanges to freeze for their users to get rewards and distribute it to the exchange users. We are already under negotiation with lots of large exchanges, and I believe after the TIP 53, they will all participate in the TRON ecosystem and start to freeze their TRX for their existing users. And the users, exchange users, when they deposit their TRX in the exchange, will very easy for them to get rewards actually from exchange, instead of, because right now the user experience is kind of bad because you need to find a supported wallet, vote for SRs, and get reward with SRs. Instead of, in the future, you can just deposit TRX in any large exchange in the world, and then you can get rewards. It's so much like simple for the entry level users. So that's the first announcement. Let me just drink some water. And also, even you don't deposit like any TRX into exchanges because you want to hold the TRX in decentralized wallet, you can also do that and vote for any TRON partners. You can get reward automatically without like intervene of the SR or TRON partners. Before that, you need to vote for one SR and wait for the distribution of the SR itself. But in the future, you can just like wait and then you can get the reward automatically. So that's why this is a very important change of the TRON ecosystem. So for the summary, we will have more TRON partners, we will have more exchanges, we'll have more wallets, we'll have more partners join the TRON ecosystem. And for the TRX holders, will be easier to get TRX rewards. And at the same time, the freezing TRON will be more. Because right now we only have 8 billion freeze TRX. In the future, we'll have at least 20 billion TRX reward freeze. We'll have at least 20 billion TRX phrase. So which means we will have 20% TRX phrase in the TRX ecosystem, which will also give people's rights to govern the system as well. We'll have more people lock up TRX. And at the same time, we will have more people participate in the TRX ecosystem. Before the TIP 53, only 27 SRs participate in TRON ecosystem. But after that, we will have 127 TRON partners participate in TRX ecosystem. So definitely will increase TRON user cases, and we will have more decentralization because we have more TRON partners participate in the TRON ecosystem, and more TRON TRX lockup in the system will definitely bring more user cases and bring more partners on the TRON ecosystem. That's the first announcement. And by the way, in order to increase the more user case of the TRX and optimize the smart contracts and other speed and also and other functions, we will also have TIP 37, TIP 43, TIP 44, and the TIP 54 is all about increase and optimize the smart contract function. And you will get more details on the live on the poll on the announcement. I will post it after this live streaming. You can check on the post. And all these improvement proposals will be activated after more than 2/3 of all SR approve those proposals. And you can also pay attention to our voting process. And also, in the TIP 53, TRON Foundation plan to offer up to 50 million TRX to the SR according to the number of the block. Each one of them has generated from the moment of the Genesis block was produced to the October 15, 2019. So basically, TRON Foundation will give away 50 million TRX to the SR in the history as a thank you for and also gratitude for their huge contribution to the TRON ecosystem. This 50 million TRX reward will go with the TIP 53 and wait for the approval of the SR community. So this is the first announcement. And the second announcement is about Sun Network. The Sun Network will be launched on September 25th. So basically it's today. So we'll launch today. And as a part of the TRON Network sidechain scaling solution, basically TRON Foundation will first run a demo DF chain to attract greater community participants in the sidechain governance. And TRON Foundation will encourage community members to build their own sidechain as well, to create a scalable, low-cost, and prosperous ecosystem. Sun Network is optimized for the greater scalability for the DApp on TRON Network. It's also customized, allows DApps to be running on a chain with extremely low energy cost and high efficiency and security. Some network will provide unlimited scalability to the TRON mainnet and offer support to every smart contract transaction. So, I can offer you guys an explanation. So basically, before the Sun network launch, TRON has lots of the DApps already running on the TRON platform, but the energy consumption is very high. On the other hand, it's also consume lots of the energy, and also lots of the users need to pay energy fee to play DApp. In the future, we will have a sidechain called Sun Network. DApp can running on the sidechain as well. The first increment of the Sun Network will be supported by the TRON network, but we will offer more chance for community members and developers to running on their sidechain as well. So we will have 5 advantages. The first advantage of the sidechain is the sidechain is fully compatible with the TRON mainnet. So basically it means all the infrastructure, smart contracts, and supports, infrastructure supports on the sidechain will be same with the TRON mainnet. I can give you example. So TRON Scan right now supports the TRON mainnet blockchain, but at the same time, TRON Scan will also support the TRON sidechain and the Sun network as well. I think TRON Scan will release the new version today. And also, sidechain will offer higher TPS to the TRON network. Apart from the high TPS on the TRON network, sidechain, each TRON network, like Sun network sidechain, will offer a TPS 2000. So after the sidechain launch, the TPS of the TRON ecosystem with a number of the sidechain will be remarkable scalable. The total TPS of the network will reaching 2000 multiply the sidechain numbers. For example, in the future, we have 5 sidechains. So each sidechain will have 2000 TPS. So total will be 10,000 TPS plus 2000 TPS on the TRON blockchain, which means 10,000 TPS plus 2000 TPS on the TRON blockchain, which means the whole this is the whole like total TPS compared to the 2000 TPS we have before. So it will provide like extremely scalability network start from today. So we also encourage the community developer to check on the link I will share after this blog. So after this live streaming, I will share a blog. You can check on the code and also how to set up the TRON network and everything basically on the link and the documentation we will share with you guys. But I think this is extremely exciting because we will get lots of the developers running on their sidechain as well, and also providing infrastructure for the DApp. And after today's Sun network, I believe the scalability issue for the DApp will be solved, and you can feel like easier to running on the TRON network with extremely lower fee. So the third advantage is extremely lower resources cost. So the resources consumption can be very low on the sidechain. The concept is very simple. So all the calculation and transaction will be done on the sidechain, and they will upload the results to the main chain. So that's why the consumption on each of the sidechain will be extremely low. So the fourth advantage is we will have a very good infrastructure support for the developers for the supporting toolkits. We will provide a large amount of the RPC API and the HTTP API compatible with most of the TRON main chain interface. So basically, if you are like a developers, you don't need to worry about if I'm running a sidechain, I don't have the infrastructure support me to running a sidechain. So the fifth advantage is sidechain and higher TPS also solve the problem of the BitTorrent scalability in the future. Because BTT has over 100 million active users. Once we implement the sidechain, it's much easier for the BitTorrent users to make transaction with each other, and make it much more easier for us to roll out all the BitTorrent speed and other like BTFS and other TRON infrastructure and the BitTorrent infrastructure to the existing BitTorrent users. Because right now, without like high efficiency and the scalability of the TRON network, it's very hard for the BitTorrent users to send BTT to each other, and also to have a better network of the BitTorrent speed, BTFS, BLive, and other BitTorrent products. So this is the second announcement. To summarize, we will launch the Sun network today with the support of the TRON Scan, TRON Link, and other developer kits and developer tools for the older developers. So it will be fully supported by the old infrastructure built on TRON. At the same time, TRON Foundation will run a demo on Sun network for everybody to set a demo. But we are also welcome all the developers to join the TRON network to running the sidechain on TRON network, which will mean the TRON ecosystem TPS will increase dramatically, because each sidechain setup will increase 2,000 TPS for the TRON ecosystem. And all the DApps and the BitTorrent speed, BTFS, BTT, BLive will also running on a much scalable TRON ecosystem. So that's very important for the TRON ecosystem. So the third announcement, I think, is the most exciting one, is that today TRON will officially make an appearance on the blockchain interoperability and a cross-chain communication. We believe the future will be a world where a number of chains can coexist and interact with each other. In order to ensure the secure, efficient, or cross-chain interconnection and asset transfer, TRON has proposed its own cross-chain plan, which a number of the parachain will be linked to and supported by the TRON blockchain, with the latter act as a relay chain in the middle. So basically, to summarize, TRON will also doing interoperability and a cross-chain solution in the future. We will try to connect all the blockchain. For example, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, and in the future, all the blockchain can be connected with TRON blockchain in the future. The TRON blockchain will become the relay chain in the middle. So we will have a hub connected with all the blockchain on the TRON ecosystem. And also, I would like to let everybody know the develop updates of the TRON blocks, TRON cross-chain communication. So the TRON relay chain will employ the PBFT consensus mechanism that confirms transaction in just a second. By contrast, the parachain are autonomous and independent. They can apply different consensus mechanism with consistent algorithm and independent state machines. Moreover, the relay chain will provide SPV validation for across-chain transactions and generates blocks to record them. Therefore, it will be safe to make transactions from one chain to another, bringing a truly decentralized across-chain transaction to life. So on the business operation, how we running the across-chain transaction? Tokens needs to be staked for renting parachain slots. If the public chain project does not have enough token balance for staking, it can crowdfunded token to rent parachain slots through IPO, initial parachain offer. The IPO will ensure community participation in and decentralization of the parachains and encourage quality projects to join the TRON across-chain system. TRON Foundation will work with the leading global exchanges to add stronger resources to IPO promotion. IPO will use TRX as a main finance tool to raise money. So every parachain issue on the TRON network will use TRX as a tool for the funding. It will raise TRX. At the early stage of the TRON relay network, only 3 parachain slots will be available to ensure greater security and performance. Among the 3 parachains, 1 will be launched by the TRON Foundation as a demo, and the 2 other 2 will release by the community. So to summarize, at the beginning, because TRON gonna connect all the blockchain in the world, but at the beginning we'll connect only 3 blockchain to the TRON network. So it's all called parachain. The first parachain, we will have parachain slots. The first parachain will run by TRON Foundation as a demo, and we will offer 2 opportunities for the community to run the parachain. This parachain called IPO, first initial parachain offering, and we will collaborate with the world's top exchanges to doing IPO in the future, to provide funding for all the parachain, and the parachain will be funded by TRX. So for the IPO schedule, the PBFT protocol developed for the TRON across protocol has been completed. So PBFT protocol has been completed. The SPV protocol is expected to be fully developed on November 15th. So basically 1.5 months, we will complete SPV protocol. By the end of December, the development team will finish a cross-chain mechanism, at which point we will start working on IPO implementation. So basically the cross-chain communication developments will be divided into 3 steps. First step is PBFT protocol development has been finished for today. So it has been done. The first stage has been done. The second stage is SPV protocol development, which we will finish in November 15th. So basically 1 month and a half from now. At the end of December, so 1 month and a half after the SPV protocol development, we will finish all the developments of the cross-chain mechanism. At this point, we'll start IPO implementation, and 3 parachain slots will be introduced into the TRON ecosystem. So at the end of this year, basically at the end of Q4. To summarize, the third announcement, we released the plan of the parachain development and a cross-chain communication development in the future. And we will get ready for all of this at the end of the Q4 and start to prepare for the IPO in the future. The fourth announcement will be the business sector of the TRON blockchain development. So everybody knows like TRON right now is already one of the largest blockchain on the consumer-facing blockchain market. But we also have lots of the update on the enterprise blockchain development as well. So the update will be in order to meet the growth need for the blockchain from the business, TRON Foundation has launched one-click blockchain deployment projects where users can generate and deploy their own public chain or the alliance chain simply by operating on graphics and icons and set modules like transaction types and the consensus mechanism according to their own needs. So, to explain, the one-click blockchain deployment is very simple. So if you are like a small business or even a large business like IBM, like Samsung, like those large companies, it's very easy for you. Just one click without like knowing what's blockchain and how to implement blockchain. Just one click, you can easier to implement all the blockchain configuration on your computer or on your system. It's very extremely lower the threshold for the business to understand the blockchain and to implement the blockchain. So, we will recommend it, the TRON as a standard for the blockchain implementation. But also at the same time, the small enterprise and the big enterprise can decide it on their own which standard they will use in the future for their alliance chain and for their own blockchain. One-click blockchain deployment will open an age of the blockchain for everyone. So the blockchain is not right now. Blockchain is very hard for the developers and the small business. If they want to implement like a blockchain, they need to learn a lot, even hire lots of the high salary software engineer, and also have a full team dedicated on the blockchain development. But in the future, they don't need to do that. This is just like Amazon provide like a very good solution for the cloud computing. TRON in the future will provide a very simple solution for the blockchain computing. So in the future, if you are small business and if you are like large business, if you want to use blockchain, just come to TRON one-click blockchain deployment. You can get all things done in the future. We believe the TRON product will become a new standard for future global enterprise to participate in the blockchain world, and a mainstream benchmark for different blockchain and business to deploy their blockchain business. A platform enjoy a large portion of the outstanding enterprise. We will release the project very soon. The beta version is expected to be released in the mid of November. So basically, the beta version of the one-click blockchain deployment will be released in November, around November 15th. Basically, 1 month and a half. And you can check on the GitHub link. I will share after the live streaming. I will share this link after the live streaming, and you can check the documentation and everything about one-click blockchain deployment. So this is the fourth announcement. To summarize the fourth announcement, we start one-click blockchain deployment. It's just like Amazon open the cloud services to the small business. Before Amazon open the cloud computing to the small business, it's very hard for the small business to have their own cloud computing or have their own cloud services, or basically we call the service computing services set up. But after Amazon has the cloud computing services for the small business, right now everyone is extremely simple and easy to have their own cloud services, and this provides like a good environment for small business and large business, traditional business, to implement their own cloud computing system. This is the same with Amazon. So TRON opened an enterprise services business for the blockchain services. So in the future, if you are a small business, large business, traditional business, you can just come to TRON. We provide the very simple implement for the small business. You can just one click without have the software engineer is very familiar with blockchain, without the instruction of every blockchain expert. You can very easier to implement your own blockchain system. And we can customize the blockchain, basically everything for you. You can choose your customized blockchain system, just with like a single adjustment. No need to you don't need to do coding. You don't need to do anything. You just like you just sending out a tweet. It's extremely simple. You just get a little bit alteration. You can start to run the blockchain. So it will open an era for blockchain for everyone. So this is the fourth announcement. The fifth announcement we will have is the highly anticipate TRON anonymous coin project. I think all the Tronics has been long time wants to know like how is the TRON privacy coin project going. So the TRON anonymous coin will be a useful supplement to the TRON network. The anonymous plan has adopted the ZK Snark technology. The project code has been merged into the developer branch and has been running smoothly on the testnet, testnet.tronex.io for over a month. So the code has been completed, and we have running the TRON network for in the testnet for over a month. So so after running a month, we can draw a conclusion for the TRON privacy coin project. It has a high anonymous. The sender and the receiver address and the transfer amount can be fully confidential. Second is high TPS. The TRON anonymous coin has the highest TPS in all the privacy coin available right now on the market. The high-performing TRON network guarantee over 100 transactions per second. So the TRON network itself is 2000 TPS. And for the TRON privacy token, we offer 100 transactions per second. So it's 100 TPS. We believe TRON will be a strong player in the future privacy coin market. The anonymous project will go public in the version 4.0. We expect it to working on multiple computing MPC in October as prelude to the launch of the anonymous network. Moreover, we will continue to invest in the privacy protection, especially in the search on applying anonymous smart contracts, such as privacy contracts to the TRON network, as a move to contract more business users. So to summarize, we have done most of the work and the testing work of the privacy coin projects. And you can expect our detailed plan on the privacy coin project in October when we release the TRON version 4.0. So today version we release is version 3.6.5. You will expect more update on the version 4.0. We will release the detailed plan how we will launch the privacy coin project. And also at the same time, TRON Foundation will offer greater support to the developers for the community by creating a dedicated community support team within the TRON community to support SRs, TRON partners, community participants, and the developers for a robust TRON ecosystem. So this is the fifth announcement. Fifth announcement is about TRON. To summarize, the fifth announcement is about the TRON privacy coin development. So right now today we have finished all the development, and we have finished all the testing, and we are preparing for the business plan. And you will see the privacy coin detail plan on the version 4.0. Now we are on the version of the 3.6.5. We will release all of them on version 4.0. So you can see the this version on 4.0 and all the details. And also, don't forget to check on the code base of the TRON privacy coin. We already shared this on the GitHub. Yeah, I think the 4.0 will be in the October or later October or early November. We haven't decided yet because we want to finish the 3.6.5 first, and then we will start a brand new 4.0 version. Yeah. And the sixth announcement is also very exciting. We will continue to strengthen our relationship with major exchanges by establishing a strategic with more of them and building stronger TRX trading pairs. This will contribute to a more liquid TRON ecosystem. Several large business collaborations and announcements will be announced very soon in Q4. Just stay tuned. I have heard lots of the people leave your message on the Twitter live streaming, right, on the Periscope about the TRON partnership with the exchanges. I will guarantee you we have several huge announcements to be released in Q4. And we have already reached agreement of the several biggest exchanges. Um, for the name, I can't say right now because we signed agreement. This is in a confidential period, but definitely we will announce them like very soon. And I will also guarantee you it's not only one exchanges, it's several exchanges, and not only about listing. We will entering like a strategic partnership with those exchanges. For example, they will have more TRX trading pairs. Right now in the whole market, the major trading pairs only have BTC and the Ethereum. But in the future, a lot of the major exchange will start to use TRX as a trading pair. On the other hand, we will entering the strategic partnership with them, which means lots of the exchanges will issue their platform token or other tokens on TRON blockchain, and also doing the IEO on TRON blockchain, and use TRX as an IEO method. So basically, for those exchanges, they will use TRX as a tool to raise money. So that's basically the strategic partnership we entering with lots of the major exchanges. I can guarantee you, first of all, it's not one exchange, it's several exchanges. The second thing is not only about listing, but about the strategic partnership, about using the TRX as trading pair, about using the TRX as one of the IEO crowdfunded tools, and about to issue their token and issue their platform token and other tokens as well on the TRON blockchain. So this is about the sixth announcement we announced today. As an old Chinese old saying goes, distance tests a horse, just as time tests a man. As we are entering the second stage of the development in the blockchain industry, we firmly believe that TRON will remain a major player in the blockchain industry. And the blockchain will eventually become a basic financial and internet infrastructure. And the internet and the financial sector will eventually be decentralized. And we, TRON, will be one of the best choices to fulfill this historical mission. May we forge ahead, and the TRON for the better, and the TRON to the future. So this is at the end of the my live streaming, and I would like to answer several questions. I will take from the message on our fans, both on the from the Periscope and Twitter and Periscope, and also the YouTube, right? I will start to choose some questions I'm gonna answer. Let me see. If you have like any question, you can just leave and then I can answer them. Let me see. Wow, there's numerous message. Let me see which one we're gonna choose. Let me see. Yeah, I know. First of all, I see lots of the question about Warren Buffett lunch. So the Warren Buffett lunch will be rescheduled. we have discussed with the Warren Buffett team, and then we will I think reschedule very soon, and then we will update all the guests we're gonna invite it, and also yeah, I think it's gonna happen, and I'm excited about it. But definitely the detail we will release in Q4. I think we can release in Q4. So just stay tuned. Let me see more. And also it's not none of my business. I'm just a player, but I discussed with the Wing team. They also have some like extremely good games and project on the pipeline. Um, and also at the same time, Wink will start to support multiply chain very soon. So which means you can use BTC, ETH, and other cryptocurrency on the Wink as well. Let me see. Oh, also for I know some people also interested in the our collaboration with Andrew Yang and the Yang Gan. I think I will DM him on the Twitter. So we follow each other on Twitter these days, and if we have like any discussion, I will definitely update to our community. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, for the 2020 frozen token, I think we have not like any intention to sell like any token, because I think we even like initial lots of the buyback plan on the market to buy back TRX. And we already initiate and complete one of the 20 million USD to buy back the TRX token, and then we will initiate more buyback plan in the future. And also at the same time, we think right now the TRX price is extremely undervalued. Yeah. Oh, just want to also mention something. I see some people talk about partnership. I think we in the October we have a very big partnership. It's gonna shake the entire industry again. So definitely stay tuned. But I can't say much, but definitely gonna be extremely exciting in October. Oh, where's the Nitron 2020 going to be? Yeah, I also want to give you guys some update. So recently we just planned for the Nitron 2020. It will be in Seoul. It will be in Seoul, in Korea, in Seoul. And we already finished all the handbooks and the website. We are planning start to launch like very soon. It's gonna be really exciting, and we are trying to figure out like who we're gonna invite it to our Nitron 2020. Everybody knows last time we invited Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant. So this time we will also invite some people at the same level with Kobe Bryant. Let me see more questions. Or when the payout will be implemented into the TRON TV. I think TRON TV right now we have the plan to implement the BTT into and also the stable coin into the payout of the TRON TV network. But I think Q4 we are still on the stage of the make the TRON TV to be the best product ever in this industry and make like more content available on the TRON TV network. So TRON TV right now is just in like early stage. Even in like early stage, there already be millions of the people visit like TRON TV every day. So that's why we talk with lots of the content partners to get more free contents to TRON TV in the first place. So I think you will start from the Q4, start to see lots of the mainstream contents will be available on the TRON TV in the future. And then after we have lots of the mainstream content available on the TRON TV, we will start to implement the BTT and the USDT payout for the global users. You might do it. Because I mean the Nitron is in Korean, right? So we definitely want to invite some celebrities is familiar by the Korean local people as well. But definitely he gonna to be like a worldwide celebrity. But definitely I don't think Kim Jong-un is realistic. Can we get a commitment of the more transparency with regards to the TRON project? Definitely. That's something we think we need to enhance in the future. So that's why in today's announcement and update, I said we will have like a dedicated team in the future responsible for updating the community and also discuss with the strategy with the SR super representative, TRON partners, and other partners as well. Because for the last like Q2 and the Q3, we focus most of our energy on building stuff, right? That's why today we got like 6 updates and announcement. We doing a numerous work on the TRON blockchain. But definitely on Q4 and start next year, we will be more active on the promotion. So that's why we start live streaming, right? We will be more active on the promotion and also to have more presence with the community and also the whole industry as well in Q4 and also in the future. Definitely for sure, we will have a dedicated team doing that. Oh, so for the B Live, I also want to add something. So B Live right now in the alpha test, a lot of people already tested the B Live already. we are fixing the bug, and in the Q4 we will introduce the BitLive into the BitTorrent and uTorrent in Android, most of in Android. We have like over 100 million in stores on Android, so it's gonna bring like extremely like large volume in the whole ecosystem. But for the iOS, I think we will try, but I will put more efforts on Android because Android is more friendly to the crypto and also decentralized life, those concepts. But for the iOS, we definitely will try as well. But I will focus more energy on Android. Let me see. Let me see. Like any other questions? Let me see if you guys have any questions. Yeah, so I think I answered most of the questions, and I also want to share some of my thoughts on the cryptocurrency industry these days. Um, I know the past quarter, Q3 is kind of like tough quarter for all the altcoins. Not only TRON, but also we can see other major cryptocurrency altcoins like Ethereum, like EOS, also experience decline compared to the Bitcoin. But definitely, I believe in the future, there will be multiple chain exist. Not only Bitcoin, but also other altcoin and other blockchain as well. So that's why we are doing a cross-chain communication in the future. I think this kind of the period is just a very short period of the time. In the long term, especially if you see the business in 5 years, in 10 years, I think it's gonna be multiple chain, and lots of the blockchain, if they embrace the multiple chain trends, they will win the battle eventually. It's just like in the early stage 1990s, right? There is only one website, or there is only one available infrastructure for the internet. But eventually, there will be more people get on the internet. There will be more services. There will be more website in the future. I think the reason is very simple. Even if you are like thinking about the trends in the past like 20 years for the internet, you will see there will be multiple website, multiple chain, multiple standards in the future. So that's why I definitely super bullish about the future, and I believe the future will be multiple chain. And which chain will be survive and who will win the battle? I think the depends on how they build their community, and if they shape new product into the community, and if they can basically win the hearts of the community. So that's why the TRON team, we always understand that, and we are always feel focused on building, focus on provide more services to the community, focus on make blockchain available to everybody. And also for the TRON team, we also have a huge growth. We grow from 30 people to right now it's almost 400. I believe at the end of the year, the team will be grow to almost 500, and we expect it to have around like 1,000, around 2,000 people at the end of the 2020. So definitely, we are preparing for more growth in the future, and hope like everybody, all the Tronics and the TRX holders can not only, because this is only the second year anniversary of our the TRON product, and only 1 year after we launched the TRON mainnet. We hope all the Tronics and all the BTT holders and all the Tron ecosystem supporters, we can go along with 5 years, 10 years to eventually witness to witness the revolution, to witness the whole process, how the blockchain and the Tron decentralize the internet and the financial institution. I think this is the chance for our generation, and I think this is the huge chance for all the people in the world. We will definitely make the blockchain available for the whole world, for the 7 billion people on the earth. So that's why I'm super bullish about the future, and I really believe we are doing something gonna eventually change the world for sure, and on a good perspective. So that's why I hope you have the same optimistic with me. So definitely, we're gonna have more updates. Also, I see some people ask about some updates about the BTFS and about BTT. I think BTT gonna be released to the 10% of the fresh install of the BitTorrent very soon. I think it's happening in a month, which means a daily increase of the BTT users will be around like 30k. So right now the BitTorrent install is 300k fresh install every day. So we'll have like 30k install every day, which is extremely huge. Because right now, if you can check on the Tron scan browsers, we only have like around 4k to 5k newly registered users every day. But when we refresh to the fresh install, around 30k is already 10 times than the traffic we got right now. So this is a huge news. And also, I think the BTFS mainnet will be launched very soon. It's also, I think, around like 2 weeks or something. For the BTT updates, I think we will give community live streaming like this, like very soon. I think maybe 2 weeks we can give everybody like updates about how BTT works and how BTFX works and how you can build the apps on the BTFX as well. So stay tuned for the update about the BTFS and the BTT and the BitTorrent speed and the BLive very soon. So basically that's what we do for the Q4. We're gonna more actively engage with our community. Cool. I think I have answered most of the questions to increase the optimism in our community, right? See you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, also stay tuned for the Opera integration. We announced the Opera integration. I think in Q2, right? Opera also has like 300 million users, and they will integrate into Tron in Q4 as well. So stay tuned. Bye bye. And stream.